Okay, we're back online. Sorry about all that, although frankly I'm probably gonna cut all of that nonsense with the on the VOD here. But yeah, it looks like the little audio bar there is moving up and down. I think that's what indicates that the game audio is actually coming through like it should this time. So yeah, I just decided just to be safe, I just decided to restart the emulator as well. So okay, let's just pretend that none of that ever happened. So, hi guys, I'm Jasu, and I am about ready to yeah, stream some Chrono Trigger for you this afternoon. So yeah, where we last left off, we had just finished the Mountain of Woe, and we're heading to the Ocean Palace now, just sort of heading towards the sort of the climax of the Zeal plotline. The climax of climaxes, as it were, because I think this whole Zeal storyline here, I think, is kind of the most dramatic and interesting of the different sort of subplots that are going on in the different time periods in this game. It was the one that sort of captured the imagination the most for me, at least back when I was a kid. And of course I talked at length about that in yesterday's stream. Just about, yeah, how it's like, yeah, fanfic writers love it, I loved it. It's just very different from everything else in the game. You don't see this type of setting in a lot of time travel fiction out there. You see a lot of, you know, dude goes back to dinosaur times, and you see a lot of dude goes back to medieval times. You don't see a lot of dude goes back into an ice age floating magic kingdom that's oppressing the non-magical earthbound dwellers, and they have an evil queen who's drawing powder from a subterranean space porcupine to become immortal. Not something you see a lot of. Okay, it looks like all the NPCs have pretty much the same thing to say. This is another one, yeah, I was always just drove me nuts that you couldn't actually get to that thing in this time period. It's just, they're just sort of enticing you off on the little islands there. Do we actually need any of this shit? Oh god, 800 bucks for an ether? Are you shitting me? Or okay, going back to the notion of value here, this is probably meant to be more in line with the value of a Japanese yen. So it's more like what, yeah, 8 bucks for an ether, a dime for a status restoring item, because it restores status automatically at the end of every battle anyways, so yeah, status recovery is not, yeah, all these guys have the same exact dialogue as the last time we were here. But yeah, and, I was sort of going through in my mind, sort of trying to figure out what it is about this time period, this plot line that sort of makes it the most interesting for me. And I think a lot of it does come down to sort of the enlarged cast of characters. Because yeah, you look at, because you do kind of have the same basic semblance of a plot going on in all the different time periods, where you've got humans versus non-humans, with, I guess, the magical humans playing the role of non-humans in this one. Like, you know, you got humans versus mystics in the Middle Ages, you got humans versus reptites in the prehistoric era, and now you've got Earthbound versus Enlightened, sort of, in this time period. And then you've got, like, you know, your main villain in each one. You've got Azala, Magus, Queen Zeal. But you have kind of a bit of a more developed, like, full cast of characters here. Like the main players in the medieval plotline, I guess, are, what, Frog, I guess the King to a certain extent, I guess Cyrus in flashbacks. There's a blinking light up there. I want to get that blinking light. That's going to drive me nuts now. That's like the third thing we've seen in this playthrough that I could potentially spend, like... Is this going to be like another thing where I get the evil weevils digging holes for like 20 minutes trying to get to the treasure? What if I go here? Oh, what do you know? Figured it out, and I bet you that blinking light is gone. I think that's the first time I've ever figured that out. I don't think I've ever grabbed that speed tab before in my life. Older and wiser, man. Older and wiser. That's the whole reason why we come back to these old school games from time to time, is to see what we've learned over the years. Alright. Alright, it was a speed tab. Let's see. Alright, yeah, who needs the speed? is the question. I think it's probably still Robo. So yeah, so some of these guys have speed accessories, so she'll be good for the rest of the game because the Taban suit will give her +2, so, and the banana. So she's 11 essentially natural, more like 9. Oh, actually, Marl here is only because yeah, speed belt is +2, so she's a natural 8, which still puts her above Robo. So yeah, we're gonna give it to Robo. Oh, right. It's kind of annoying. It's weird how they let you like interact with your out-of-party members for some things, but not others. Like you can mess around with their equipment, you can view their stats and all of that. You can view their techs, but you can't use their techs or use items on them. It's just, I don't know. It's very strange, like how they sat down and made the decision to let you do some things, but not others. Okay, let's talk to a couple people to see if they have anything new to say. Okay, this is the Welcome to Town dude. Yeah, it's all the same stuff. But yeah, we've got, and then I guess you've got Dalton here, who sort of plays the Aussie comic relief villain, the comic relief lieutenant, sort of. In fact, yeah, it's basically the same role that they're playing. Yeah, you've got Dalton on the one hand and Aussie on the other. You really have a even more limited cast of characters in the prehistoric era. It's basically just Ayla and Kino versus Azala, and like that's basically it for the major players. And actually, there should be some NPCs telling us that they've like gone to the Ocean Palace or something. Okay, so yeah, it looks like all of this is actually updated very slightly. I don't know, a lot of this looks familiar to me. Oh, I must have missed this the first time. I think you should secretly plant it. I don't know if that actually carries forward to like. I'm guessing that has something to do with the forest plot line in the Middle Ages. I don't know if you actually like screw it up by giving the other dialogue option there, but you know, we'll play it safe. I think there are ways to like permanently screw up some of the subplots in this game. Like I know the Luca flashback scene that you get in the whole sequence of optional side quests at the end of the game. Like that one you can screw up. I think the ending is the same. I think the reward is the same either way. You still get I think it's the Green Dream for doing that sequence. But yeah, but where I guess there's really no real consequence. It's just Luca's mom's legs and whether she'll be able to walk again. It's really nothing important for that one. Alright, this was just the Janice and Shala's rooms. Right, and the Queen's Hall was the way... Oh. I don't think this save point was here last time. Okay, so who do we actually want for a party going into this? I want to try out some different character combinations. Like, I don't think we've had Frog and Ayla in the same party before, because, yeah, I do want to unlock some double techs. Although, actually, with that said, we... Oh, yeah, that's right. That was the plan last time, was to get everyone to learn their level 2 magic spells. So Luca's out for a little while, because she's good on techs at the moment. Robo's pretty close. Oh, wow, they're both pretty close, actually. Frog's got a ways to go, so he's in for sure. Ayla's got a long way to go. So actually, yeah, this is the perfect party. We just kind of lucked in to the perfect party. Scratchy, scratchy? Oh, wow. That's how you know these are, like, guard news. It's, like, super serious. They don't even go nuts for the secret scratch point. Okay, so I guess that's your only hint, that the Ocean Palace... Oh, you're right, you actually fight Dalton here. I completely forgot about this fight. At least I think that's what happens. Okay, whoops. Oh, God, I went away from my window. Okay. Okay, so that means don't attack. Again, older and wiser. Kind of realize that that's what's going on when he says that. bastard. Okay, actually... Does that mean that he's done? Go ahead, try to attacking. Okay, let's try some double techs. We're gonna do a Volt Bite. Then we're gonna put Frog on standby just in case he counterattacks from this. That was a good hit. Okay, so yeah, now he needs some healing. I think a Slurp might do it. That's not as much as I would have liked. Oh, hey, that's pretty awesome. Oh, and it's 1 MP from each of them. Holy crap, that... Oh, hey, Bubble Hit. They do have a new double tech. I forgot about this one. And he's just... Yep. Oh, the belly flop. Not as good as the Volt Bite, though, so we're gonna... Okay, now it actually looks like we could use some full healing, so it looks like he does counterattack with the Iron Orb. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna... Yeah, have Chrono go do his thing, and then just assuming the counterattack, we're gonna Slurp Kiss it up. Oh god, what? Why is he missing? I didn't even realize it was possible for that stupid attack to miss. Is it even possible to lose this fight? Does he do anything else but Iron Orb? Because if he's not going to do anything else, then we're just... That wasn't a full heal. It totally said full heal there, but that was not a full heal. Or you know what? I was going to ignore that, but I've got to check my phone. Alright, I can do it after this fight. Oh, you know what? I know what the trick is here, because he's got the blur... Oh, shit. Yeah, right there. So the trick is that he Iron Orbs you to, yeah, lull you into a false sense of security, and then just kills you with his final attack if you actually let yourself... Because he can't actually kill you with Iron Orb. And once you realize that, you might think, okay, I'll leave my guys at, like, 2 HP, and they'll be fine. But, yeah, that's not... actually the case, because then he has his final attack that'll just finish you off. Okay, so that's the gimmick with that fight. Just because it's free healing, I'm going to go back to a repair pad. I know that's not what it's called, but that's what it looks like. It looks like the repair pads from Mechs vs. Minions, if anyone's into the whole board game thing. I've been wondering if I should try doing some board game stuff. Probably not on Twitch, but yeah, let me just go grab my phone here. Back in a second. I don't like... Oof. Okay. I don't like doing this, but it's... I kind of have to, because it might be important. They might like want me to come into work early, or something like that, so I do have to be mindful of, yeah, the text messages, even when streaming, so... yeah, please excuse the interruption there. Alright, and we're down to the Ocean Palace. Oh, the music here is just so great. This has got like the most epic finale too, where you've... God damn it, this is not... Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna mute my phone here. Go on, do not disturb. Oh, hey, we got a save point here anyways. But, yeah, you've got sort of the big final dungeon for each era as well. And actually, like I said, I do still think that Magus's Castle is the best of the three. I think there's just, like, some really cool stuff, especially at the start of Magus's Castle. With like, the creepy background music and, just, like, the opening bit with, Flea and Slash. And it just sets up a really creepy atmosphere. And, the final fight with Magus, too. It's sort of like the most epic proper battle, because like the climax to this is just kind of, I'm sure if you know the game, you know what happens at the end of all of this, but it's not really like a proper fight, or I guess there's the double golem fight, which is, but yeah, certainly, you know, compare the double golem fight to the Magus fight, and it's just like no comparison. But yeah, you do get these little interstitial cutscenes. Or oh right, there was a trick with these guys where they're what, immune to the color of their element, I think. So these guys will like absorb lightning, I think, is what's going on here. I actually want... man, I kind of miss having the double... the ice water available to... Or actually, we could do a falcon hit. Just wait for him to line up and do a falcon hit. 4 MP, that's really probably not worth it, but fuck it. We're already doing it. And frankly, yeah, we've still got like 40 mid-ethers in our supplies, so we might as well go a little bit crazy. Oh, hey, we actually... That's right, we didn't get any new stuff from the shops. Which I don't think they sell weapons in Zeal anyways. And yeah, we're probably going to get a whole stock of new items. Oh, actually, this is a fight for a falcon hit. If we can get all 3 of them, yes we can. That's actually good tea. I'm out of my usual green tea at the moment, so I've found some jasmine tea lying around the house that I've been drinking in the mornings lately, and I think I actually prefer it to the good old standard sencha. Oh, you know what? Even though the defense increases a little with the Aeon suit, I think we actually want to stick with the mail. In fact, we could probably even... Do we not have, okay, we got blue, white... Do we not have red mail? Okay, that'll go on her for sure. I really don't think I need to fight every enemy group here, to be honest. Actually, that is, if I remember it right, that is one thing I do appreciate about the Ocean Palace a little bit over Magus' castle, is that you've got a lot more of the fights here are avoidable, whereas in Magus' castle, it's like the second half is pretty much just a constant battle gauntlet. Just like one unavoidable fight after another. Yeah, in the Ocean Palace, you can actually just fight as much or as little as you want. Is that all there was to get there? Oh, and the dudes stay dead even after you go off the screen. That's kind of nice. Oh, I forget what the gimmick was with these guys. I think one's immune to physical, one to fire, something like that. Oh, you gotta kill the one before you kill the other. Okay. Doesn't look like they're that tough, though. But does it actually do anything eventually? Is he just gonna let us... Okay, he's just gonna take it, I guess. I guess we've got a pretty fast party. These are probably... I think these are our 3 fastest party members. So I still do think that speed is king in this game. That's... Okay, you're just asking for it at this point. It's just too neat. Too cleanly lined up there. I just gotta do it. Okay, so we're getting like a quarter hundo as per fight as far as tech points go. How close does that put us? Not as close as I would have thought. Anyways, we got some new armor, didn't we? But who needs it? Probably Frog, to be honest, because he's like our biggest supply of healing for this party. Oh, you can actually go off to the side there. I didn't realize that. What? Oh. I don't know if the Falcon hit's gonna make this one. Yep. Wow, that has, like, I thought they had to be lined up, like, a bit straighter, but it looks like you got a lot of, leeway for just how wide a radius that has. Wide a radius? It's not a radius. I guess it would be how wide a width, but I didn't want to say that, because that would just sound stupid. Even stupider than talking about the radius of a rectangle. Okay. It's been like I said, it's been a while since I've played this game, so I don't quite remember what's going on in this dungeon here. I think we gotta hit some switches. I think that's what's going on. That'll pop out a bridge. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, I was talking about something, wasn't I? And just oh yeah, there's a sort of a more complex interactions between the characters in the Zeal plotline. There's like the Queen's Court and the different characters within it sort of have their own ambitions and motives. You got sort of the Shala and Janus versus the Prophet versus Dalton versus the Earthbound ones and the Gurus. So yeah, I don't know, it just feels to me like there's a lot more going on with the plot in this era. And apparently, yeah, like I said yesterday, fanfic writers seem to agree with me because they all love writing the Zeal fanfics, or at least they did back in the day. Okay, so that's Frog done. Does anyone else need to go in? I guess we get Robo in. Yeah, we can get Robo and Tomorrow swapped in just to get those last few tech points. They're both decent replacement healers too. Okay, I actually do want to fight this thing so that I can unlock any techs that they might have. Ooh, that's not lined up how we like it. That probably is. Yep, there we go. They make it too easy! Okay, and are there any double techs that we missed out on? There we go. Uzi Punch, and they got Beast Toss. I'm actually going to leave him in the party for one more fight, just to see what that Beast Toss looks like. If we can get one more fight around here. I think there's some more flying eyeballs. Oh, did I miss a switch? Or maybe I do have to fight all the enemies to finish this. Okay, we're not gonna Falcon hit for this. Yeah, let's try that Beast Toss. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's it. That's what that attack does then. We're just gonna leave it at that. We saw Beast Toss in all of its glory. Okay, we'll give it one, or maybe because it's flying. Maybe because it's flying, it won't work. Oh god, and it costs 12. We spent 12 MP for that. 16 total, really. Yeah, fuck that. In fact, I wonder. Probably Laser Spin is the way to go here, actually. Oh. Okay, I was completely wrong. It's all magic butt lightning, and now we're gonna get fucked. Okay, so these guys are actually kind of annoying. Maybe it is worth the Falcon hit every time after all, even for 2. Oh, not on Chrono, please. Okay, that's good. She can go to sleep. And she didn't, so it's even better. Or can we take him out with just like a sequence of 3 attacks? Because if we can, we might as well. Yeah, that's just as easy. No need to waste MP. Okay, so we saw Beast Toss. Let's put Marl in. Marl in, not Marlin. Though that would be a decent Chrono Trigger name, I think. Good sort of Akira Toriyama-esque character name. Does that fit? M-A-R-L-I. Ah, that stupid 5-character limit. Okay, come on. Oh! Okay, we missed this bridge last time. Or maybe it must not have been here. We must have hit a switch to make that appear. Anyways, yeah, back to the good old standard. Oh! What the fuck? How is that not a full Falcon hit? Or, oh, it actually goes across the center of the screen, I guess. Okay. Well, I'm still going to use it on those two. Because, yeah, the other guy seems to be weak to physical anyway, so we can just attack him down. Which kind of leaves Marl with nothing to do. I guess we'll just ice him. Yeah, your magic users are kind of useless at this point in the game until they learn their level 2 magic spells. Because, yeah, Marl's, like, not... Like, her physical attack, I think, does more than that stupid ice attack. Oh, wow, that's a nice little bundle of skills there. I think we are actually going to check out all of those. I don't know. Maybe we just should do the Falcon hit, but... yeah, we should probably just do the Falcon hit. We'll wait until... I know there's like an elevator thing later on. We can abuse that later on for, yeah, showing off double techs. Yeah, her ice spell is like doing about the same as her physical attack. Let's actually try Charm. I know you can get some good stuff, certainly in the Black Omen. You can get some really, really good stuff in there. I don't know if you can get, like, the super good stuff starting this early in the Ocean Palace, though. Like, you can just get, like, a full supply of, like, Mega Elixirs if you know who to steal from in the Black Omen, and it's just ridiculous. It trivializes, like, the entire end game. Like, you just go into the Lavos fight with, like, 30 Mega Elixirs, and it's just retarded. And will the Falcon hit work? Let's do it anyways. You know what? I don't care about getting more barriers. We're just gonna have him attack that guy. Oh, the music. I feel like I say that. In fact, I probably do say that about every single game I play here on stream or over on YouTube. It seems that, yeah, I just won't play any game that doesn't have amazing music. But, yeah, here we go again. This game has amazing music. And again, I think that the... I think another big part, actually, of my enjoyment of this whole time period, this part of the game, comes down to the music, too. I think almost all of the best music is right here in Zeal. You got the Inhasa theme is great, Shala's theme is amazing. You got the epic Ocean Palace theme to cap things off. Yeah, it's just a freaking great time all around here. And not only that, I think like a lot of what gets me back into video games after a long time is often music as well. Like I think I mentioned that way back at the start, was that the whole thing that got me back into Chrono Trigger all of a sudden, that got me thinking about it. So what did that switch do? But anyways, the whole thing that got me back into thinking about Chrono Trigger was the fact that basically a Chrono Trigger song came up on my iPod's shuffle at one point. And so I was like, oh yeah, Chrono Trigger. We should go play that again. Oh hey, this is a new dude. Weird little, like, frog man with his arms behind his... Oh, this is another one of those sprites that's, like, difficult to parse. I think it's actually a masked dude with his head down. Although it always looked like a frog to me. I actually still have a difficult time seeing what's going on with that one. Oh, hey, we got Cube Toss. I think we'll be using lots of that later on, so we can, Or, you know what? Let's, Twin Charm to steal from an enemy. I don't know why you need to... Do you get better items out of this or something? No, apparently you don't get jack shit. Oh, it's like a rat man, or a man with a rat mask or something. I guess is kind of what it looks like. Nope, dropping some frames here. Or actually, we're not dropping frames, but the upload speed is going down. Oh, can we not? Oh, right, we gotta wait for Chrono. Okay, let's try... Oh, it's a multiple. And we're gonna do it anyways, just to see what it looks like. And then we'll probably swap her out. In fact, we'll swap both of them out. Everybody's all caught up in techs at this point, so we can just pretty much just get the party we want. Chrono... Actually, both Chrono and Ayla are a bit low. Or we can't swap Chrono out. In fact, or let's not waste the big ethers. We'll save those for combat when we want all of our MP in one go. But yeah, I think we're gonna swap out... Who do we like? We can get... Or actually, I think the classic, like, traditional 3 is good here. Like, the original 3 from the present. Just because you need those 3 elements of magic in order to deal with the eyeballs. Okay, again, this is gonna drive me nuts, but there was that treasure chest down here. Not down here, but... Yeah, or no, it looked like a doorway. What have I done? What just happened? Yeah, there's a doorway down there. How do we get there? Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. Whatever. We'll just go back to, we'll just press forward. Presumably, we'll just come back around in there at some point. Oh, not this shit. I think we're just gonna run from this one. Yep, the runaway has like 100% effectiveness in this game, so you really don't need to worry about wasting time on enemy encounters at all if you don't want to. Oh, right, I remember this bit. Oh, you know what? I think we do get our triple tech with these characters now, too. We don't have any good, like, real good sources of AoE right here, though, so I think I'm just gonna, like, just get some level 2 magic on all these guys. Will Ice Sword... And that's good enough. We'll at least show that off. We'll get some Fire 2 going. Oh, the other guy frickin' moved away. He moved away between when I moved the cursor and selected the attack. That's terrible. Oh dear. Oh dear. And are we gonna survive it? Oh yeah, that wasn't bad at all. Although, oh, they're gonna do 2 of them. So yeah, I don't think we are gonna survive it. That's pretty bad. I guess we could just run from this one. Chrono's the one with our life magic too, so okay, we're gonna have to like 1-2 punch this. I didn't switch out the accessories too, so that was my bad. Although I think we actually have the accessories on who we want them on already. Okay, so what we really want is one big hit to take these guys out to take one of these guys out at once, so that they can't. Yeah, we'll do it that way. There! 2 with 1 blow. Right, and yeah, we're gonna mess with our equipment to make sure that everything's in order after this. There we go. Yeah, I knew we were getting some new double techs out of this. I always get tripped up on this because it's like I want to go to organize, and it's like, oh, you press B to do that, but no, you got to select item, then hit B, then go organize. So we got the speed belt, that's good. We got the bandana, that's good. Yeah, maybe it is time to put some speed tabs on Marl here, but in fact, yeah, Tabin Suit is just going to stay on her forever because of that +2 speed. Blue mail is fine for him. I think we actually want to swap out, maybe get some white mail on Marl. I don't really care what's on Ayla. We just need to get in the habit of switching our equipment. You know, maybe I actually like the physical defense on her now that I think of it. Yeah, because she's, yeah, a bit of a weakling when it comes... Yeah, probably good magic defense, but bad physical. So we are actually going to prioritize just the raw defense on her, I think. In fact, yeah, I think everyone's pretty much just fine for... what's the ribbon do? What is that getting us? Oh, right, I had that equipped so that we could hit those stupid rocks on the Mountain of Woe. We don't need that anymore. How about... Oh yeah, Rage Band is always a good choice, especially for Chrono. Oh, actually, Gold Stud is a really good one here too, since we are... yeah, since we are going to be using a lot of magic throughout this area. Speaking of which... This is the point in the game where just kind of the general uselessness, I think I said that right, of Marl kind of comes through, because she's all support spells. Like, her only offensive abilities here are Ice and Ice 2, which aren't amazing. She's got some good double techs, so that's where you get the offensive power out of her. But the thing is, she's actually even a worse healer than some of the other characters, because she's like the only healing character who doesn't have a full party heal. Like, if you get Robo... I actually do want to fight all these guys, just for fun. I think we're going to try out the new triple tech, and see if that can just take them all out. Delta Force! I think this is our first triple tech we've shown off, too. It looks a bit less impressive when they're all tightly packed together like this. The idea is it, like, forms a triangle of light between the three of them. So when they're, like, spread out, it looks a lot cooler. Actually, that's, like, what, 8 MP off of each of them? So that's not terribly efficient, but... Oh, God. But when the enemies are all spread out like this... Actually, does Antipode hit everyone? No, that's an area effect thing. I mean, we might as well Delta Force. Actually, Chrono... Oh, no, he's got... That's because we put the gold stud on him that he's only contributing to. And even though Chrono is not really, like, as much of a primarily magic-based character like the others, we do want the, that MP reduction on him, just because he's the one character that we have to keep for the whole dungeon. Like, we can swap out the others if they run out of MP, but Chrono we're stuck with. No, this is a new guy right here. Okay. Anytime now. Oh god, are we stuck? Okay. Okay, he was just thinking about if he wanted to drop the other two right there. Okay, so we are going to do the triple tick after all. And it looks like Mr. Magenta Cyclops up there didn't want to join the fun. I don't know when we ever fight that enemy right there. Maybe that's just going to be the strategy for this whole dungeon, is we just, like, pull in two people, just, like, drain them dry, do their best triple techs all the way through, or their best techs all the way through, and then we just swap them out once we've gotten every last bit of MP from them. Oh, you see the Prophet stirring a little bit to see Shala in trouble. That's, I guess, your next little clue that there's something up with him. Yeah, we get like these, dramatic scenes to sort of motivate you forward as well, sort of show the progression of the Queen's evil plot. You didn't get anything like that in the big final dungeons in the other areas. Or, is that the wrong one? No, that's the right one. Or, okay, does Ice 2 actually do more damage? Or, you know what, we're gonna save our MP for the triple text when we need it, but, I don't think I've ever seen these guys do anything. They just kind of float around. Free XP, I guess. Oh, hey, we actually could use a shelter here, but I think we're good. Oh, yeah, we got the little elevator gauntlet here. Maybe we do want to heal up. I think this is a good party for it, too. In fact, yeah, we've got plenty of shelters. We'll just heal up and, yeah, just Delta Force our way through this next little gauntlet here. Oh, I wonder if that... I wonder what element... I'm actually curious to see how this works. This might just be a huge waste of MP. Because, yeah, depending on how this works, this will either kill them all or heal them all. And what do we got? Looks like damage. Nope, that's just gonna heal all of them. Oh, all magic but water, that's right. So because it counts as all three, so we hit him with like 2 elements that he likes and 1 that he hates. So that like averages out to healing, I guess. I think we're actually gonna die here. I think I might just want to reset this. I guess we could run and just try it again. So yeah, that was a bad move right there. We should not have done that. But for once, we actually get to use this. Usually Chrono is the first one dead somehow, but yeah, we actually get to use Revive for once. Oh, you know what? If we can get them close together. Ah, fuck it. Let's just do this the easy way. It's a good thing I used that shelter when I did. We'd have been pretty screwed otherwise. Oops. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? As soon as this animation resolves, and this one resolves, is, yeah, we're gonna ice this guy, and then lightning to the others. Because, yeah, 2 MP, lightning 2, that's, like, super efficient. We want to crank that out at every opportunity. Now, do we go back and use another shelter, is the question. I think what we actually do instead is just swap out the party, like I said we would do. Yeah, we haven't... in fact, I think there might even be some double text that we haven't unlocked with these 2 yet. So yeah, we'll use them for this next little battle gauntlet right here. Oh no, except I wanted Ayla here so that we could steal stuff. Ah, whatever. Right, I'm thinking of the elevator in the Black Omen, where it becomes really worthwhile to steal. I've never seen these guys do anything, so I'm just presuming that if I leave them alone, they're just gonna, like, murder everyone. Alright, and yeah, we want to one-shot these other guys if possible. Do we have any good AoE abilities? Any good double attacks? Spire. Single target, single target. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leap slash, and then we're gonna see if Frog and Chrono and Robo can do anything useful here. Max Cyclone's probably... Actually, that goes off Robo's position, so that's literally gonna do nothing. Damn it, but if I don't get them in one shot, then they're just gonna counterattack me like crazy. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait for Frog. Triple Raid. I'm gonna do this just to see the animation. It's probably overkill, but fuck it. Okay, so that's like an X slash with a tackle. That's pretty cool. I think we might want to save that for... I don't know. There aren't that many... Like, we've got... That's the thing, is AoE is such a big thing in this game. Where it's like you really want to be able to, like, hit multiple enemies with an attack most of the time. Sword Stream is probably good enough for our purposes here. Because, yeah, so a lot of... Basically, most of the way through the game, your biggest threat is large groups of enemies. And most of the bosses... you want someone on healing duty a lot of the time on the bosses, so you don't really have a lot of spare actions for double techs and triple techs. So yeah, a lot of the single target double and triple techs don't get used as a result, I find. Oh, speaking of which... no, this is fine. We're just going to use... Again, we've got a lot of enemies here, so we're actually going to use single techs on these guys. That should one-shot them. What a shitty ability, but apparently it was enough. Okay, and then... Uzi Punch is probably overkill, but I want to see what it looks like. That's pretty badass. The damage is also pretty badass, so yeah, glad we got to see that. And now he's got no one to counterattack with, so we can just finish him off with good old basic attacks. Running out of tea here, so I might have to take a drink. Or we'll go to the end of the... Oh, shit! I didn't even realize we were... oh, but yeah, we're not going to be able to try that out just yet. We do not have the party composition we want for this type of thing. We've got no fire damage. Which I guess means we're just going to have to attack the red ones down. Or, I don't know, do we have anything yet? We'll try a tackle, see if that'll do anything. No, that's not great. Yeah, and then what do we do about these fire guys? I guess just attack them, just like 50 times is what we're gonna have to do. Oh, they all do rain attacks. I thought that the rain was just like a blue scout thing. But yeah, apparently they just have different colors of rain. There we go. Barely survived that. Is that the last one? I feel like that should be the last one. Cool. Now, if we go back up to use that save point, are they going to make us run the whole gauntlet again? I feel like we're actually really close to the end. In fact, they're probably going to give us like one of each here, so I think what we're going to do... Because I don't think I've had Luca and Frog in the same party for a long, long time. So yeah, we're going to try them out. She's going to need some MP recovery, of course. Oh, no, she isn't. That's right, we yeah, restored her earlier on. But yeah, the heal there. the slurp here, because we know Luke is into that. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. Okay, so we can just like take him down 1, 2, 3 though. Now that we've got the right party for it. What's in this room? Why are we even here? Delta Storm. Oh, apparently he gets his... I completely forgot that that was a thing. Okay, so apparently he can stand in for the little triple... They call it a Delta attack. I thought Delta was like 4. But maybe I'm wrong about that. I actually don't even know what Delta means. Or I guess it's just a letter. In fact, I'm gonna go look that up. I'm gonna go look that up while this animation is resolving. Let's see how quickly I can type. Delta is the 4th letter of the Greek alphabet. So yeah, I was right. Delta should be 4. Yep, really probably not a mistranslation. It's probably still called Delta Attack in Japanese, but still, they had an opportunity to fix it, and they didn't. A rare miss from Mr. Ted Woolsey, in my opinion. Do we have the... No, they wouldn't throw the double golem fight at us right here, would they? Yeah, we still got a save point. So who do we want for this fight? What do we want for this fight? I think we go with the same strategy we did last time. We get the blue mail on Chrono, and we get our... we go double water on him. Oh, you know what? It would have been... I should have done a fight with the two of them, just to see if they have any good double attacks as well. And... oh, right. Oh, she's up on health. Or up on magic as well. We'll just use a shelter, though. If the game will let us. There we go. Or, you know what? I think it's the Mammon Machine right now, actually. It's not double golem. It's the Mammon Machine. But just in case I'm wrong about that, we're still going to go with the same party, same strategy. Really need to sell off all this old equipment at some point. It's kind of cluttering things up. Okay, let's do this. Oh, it is double golem. Or excuse me, golem twins. Okay, so the first thing to do is probably water 2 to just get them both flipped onto the water element. And, oh, hey, they open it up with an iron orb. That's not good. That's really not good. That's like the 2 worst targets he could pick for that. Are we going to survive the water counterattack now? I think we should. Now actually no, Chrono's gonna... Yeah, Chrono's gonna heal from a water counterattack, so he'll be fine. What we actually want here is Ice Sword gonna hit the both of them? It's not, but I'm gonna use it anyways. Yeah, I think your level 2 spells aren't just... Like, it isn't just the fact that Ice 2 is multi-target. I think it actually does do more damage, also. Yeah, these guys are pretty weak. We're gonna go with the same old strategy. Frog makes with the healing, or actually, since he's the only one who needs healing right now, we're gonna have Frog, do a double tech with Crono. Was it Spire or Sword Stream? I'm afraid Spire might not be a water attack, so we're gonna go with Sword Stream. Good old reliable. And then, yeah, we're going to have Marl come in with the healing here. So yeah, Chrono because yeah, the Chrono is not at max HP, but he's not going to need any healing for the rest of the fight, really. So yeah, we might as well, yeah, just keep doing this. Yeah, basically the strategy is we'll do, whoever comes up first between Frog and Marl, we'll do a double tech with Chrono, and then the other will just use Ice or Water too. But yeah, I remember having like a crazy difficult time with this fight as a kid. It really is kind of difficult if you don't... It takes a bit of experimentation to realize, or to figure out sort of which of their elemental attacks are stronger than the others. And I guess it's not that difficult too if you manipulate their elements with the various different males, and also if you have extra fire vests hanging around, you can flip them to fire, and then just have all of their damage, and then it's really easy that way. But yeah, barring any sort of trickery like that with armor, it really does take some experimentation to figure out what the best element is. Alright, and then he does this. I keep forgetting that this is a thing. I forgot it with the first golem, I forgot it with Dalton. I think it might be time for some healing right now. Yeah, so we're actually gonna have Frog make with the heal right now. And then, yeah, and then I guess that'll change up the cycle, so then it's gonna be, Crono and Marl are going to pal around a little bit for the rest of the fight. Or actually, that's not true, because Frog's going to get his next turn before her. Okay, so yeah, this is an easy fight, if you know what you're doing. It's just kind of funny that they kind of expect you to lose the first golem fight, and then really not very long later they give you two of them. It's a really intimidating moment too. As I was like, even as I was talking earlier about how this doesn't compare to the Magus fight as a sort of big climax of the dungeon or whatever. It really is super intimidating the first time you come through here, and you see, oh, it's that guy I lost to before. I think I'm ready for him this time. And then it turns out that there's two of them. It's just, yeah, it's just like a big holy shit moment there. And then you get your ass kicked like 5 times and get stuck here for hours on end. Which I certainly would have when I was like 10 years old going through the game the first time. Okay, I thought that one would finish him off. Or yeah, like I said, you've got the Mammon machine after this, but that's not really a real boss fight. The Golem twins are the real finale of the dungeon. Bit of a missed opportunity that you don't, or they bring back the Golem boss as a sort of a gag fight later on. If he would have summoned it here, because of the way that one resolves later on, he's, you know, afraid of heights, so he doesn't do anything. But if he would have summoned the Golem boss here, I guess you would have gotten to see what he's all about. A bit of a missed opportunity, I think, in the DS version. I think Golem boss would have made a really good, like an extra bonus, like super boss in one of the bonus dungeons in the DS version. Who else do we need to pair up to learn double techs at this point? So we've done Ayla. Have we done Ayla Frog? We've done Ayla Frog. We've done Frog. Have we done Frog Luca? Yeah, we did. I think we've certainly done Robo Frog. I think maybe Robo Marl is one of the ones that we have left. Does he need anything at this point? He needs some health for sure. In fact, pretty much everyone does. Not gonna waste another shelter. We'll just get some mid-ethers on here. We don't really need like a fully healed up party or anything for this next segment. It's pretty smooth sailing up until the end of this whole dungeon. And yeah, it's always better to use up your shitty healing items outside of battle, just because what good really is a 50 HP heal going to be at this point in the game in the middle of a fight? What are you doing? She's got like she's like getting electrocuted and she's like, what are you doing?
Thank you.
Oh, sounds like a follow there. Okay, sure. I love Big Dicks 121. Thank you for the follow. I hope you got a kick out of that. He sounds like a truthful fellow, that one. He sounds like the sort of person who cannot lie about what he likes. Or she, I suppose. I don't know why my mind went straight to assuming the gender of someone with a name like that, but whatever. Alright. Oh, that's right. The sword weakens it, and then you fight it, and then you destroy it. That's right. Alright, I completely forgot this is the origin of the Masamune as well. Or do we just fight Lavos right away? Oh, that's right. I completely forgot the way that this works. Mammon Machine is in the Black Omen. So yeah, this is the big final fight, and yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. I could have sworn that you can survive that if you're sufficiently leveled up, but I guess I was remembering wrong. You can actually, if you are leveled up enough, actually, you can defeat Lavos at this point in the game. I believe that gets you the same ending that you get for defeating him way at the start of the game for some reason. Because, yeah, this is like a special version of Lavos. Oh, and yeah, sure, the Prophet reveals his identity. I'm sure everyone figured it out by this point, even though I definitely wouldn't have as a kid. I don't know why she assumes he was a false prophet all along. It's like his prophecies came true. If she's just all of a sudden, oh, assuming he was a time traveler, and that's how he knew everything. Okay, and then Magus is going to get destroyed. I don't know why. Like, obviously the three of us are stronger than him since we defeated him in the first place, and he thinks he's going to be able to go it alone. Unless he's been leveling up all this time as well. He at least got a hit in, I guess. We softened it up. We softened him up for him. That's how he was able to survive the initial attack. Okay, so things are looking pretty dire right now. And yeah, like I was saying, like a big dramatic finish to this whole, like, epic plotline here in the Dark Ages. And yeah, a huge epic finish too, like what's gonna happen right now, which and I guess I was just spoiling the hell out of the game's plot to start with, just because I assumed that everyone who would care about a Chrono Trigger stream would actually know the plot of Chrono Trigger and be familiar with the game, but that actually turned out to not be the case. I don't think anyone who's tuned into the stream so far has actually played the game before, so I've been sort of avoiding spoilers in the last couple streams. So we've got the Prophet is Magus plot twist, I guess, at this point. We do not yet have the full reveal that Magus is Janus. Okay, and here it comes. The big sacrifice. I love how he goes into his little battle animation there, too. Oh, I didn't even make that connection, but the Goku, this whole DBZ naming scheme we've done here is apropos for this scene as well, because Goku dies like 4 times over the course of Dragon Ball Z, and it's just like they just like revive him like nothing every time. Right? Actually, no. He died. He died in the Vegeta fight for sure, and then that was the whole thing where he had to come back and fight Frieza. That might be the only one. I think it's mostly other characters who died and came. Krillin, that was the one. Krillin dies like multiple times over the course of the series. But anyways, yeah. Noble sacrifice and revival is a huge thing in DBZ. So yeah, the names ended up being very appropriate in the end, after all, even though I didn't realize it in the start. So yeah, a lot of stuff regarding the plot sort of falls into place at this moment too. Where you sort of, yeah, discover sort of the origin of Magus, the origin of the Gurus, and sort of discover what happens to them. Or actually, no, I don't think you discover what happens to them, because, yeah, we've changed... I don't know, I could have sworn that the Gurus got teleported through time at this point in the game, but I guess it's in a flashback sequence, I remember now. Yeah, Magus tells you in a flashback, I think, what happened to them. Or unless they're going to do it right now. Again, it's been a long time since I've played this game, so I'm sort of refreshing my memory on the details of the plot as we go. And yeah, now we get the terrible destruction coming from below this time. But yeah, Zeal is kind of hosed at this point. Yeah, this is the scene where I thought that this was when the Mountain of Woe drops into the ocean. I thought that was... I got this scene and the scene with the Mountain of Woe crashing into the sea mixed up in my mind. But yeah, this is the bit where you see the big tidal wave. Tidal wave? I've been trying to make a mental note in my mind to enunciate more clearly when I'm streaming. Although we do get funny turns of phrases from time to time. But yeah, there's your good old tidal wave. And I guess that must be the point where all of the surviving Zealians, I don't know, washed up on shore or something. But anyways, yeah, Crono's dead. Noble sacrifice. And that's kind of a big twist, I think. It's not really clear off the bat that he's going to return. So like I don't know. I don't remember what I would have thought of this at the time. I imagine it would have had a dramatic impact on me. And like sort of what happens afterwards, there's a little mini dungeon after this to sort of get you adjusted to and get used to not having Chrono around. Like the adventure just kind of continues without him. So it's not exactly clear at this point that he's coming back if you aren't familiar with the plot of the game. And that's of course also the line that launched 1,000 fanfics. No one knows what happened to Shala. Held for her, because Lord knows that we weren't trying to steal and pawn it from her or anything like that all through the events of the Millennial Fair. Okay, so this is kind of a downer ending. So sort of like the Empire Strikes Back moment of the game. I kind of like the idea of having Marl as party leader for this next segment of the story here. She just kind of seems to have the most the most emotional connection. And also she was our first party member. She was the first person to officially join the party. So I don't know. I like having her as and okay, and if you know what's coming up next, you can kind of cheese things a little bit. The question is, do we want Ayla in the party for this next bit? I think it might actually be interesting to try and go without her Or, okay, actually, let's go based on double text, now that I think of it. I don't know, maybe we do want Ayla to make things easy. Nah, I'm gonna try it without her. Almost every time, I guarantee you, every time I play this game, I'll put Ayla in the party at this point, just to make sure that we have someone who can fight in the next, in the Blackbird sequence. On the other hand, I feel like Ayla might have some interesting stuff to say about Chrono being gone, also. I feel like Robo has the most boring dialogue a lot of the time in story sequences, so I think I should try to keep him out of the party as much as possible. At least when there's, like, story stuff going on. Anyways, we've been going for about an hour. I think that's a good place to sort of cut it and just go take a brief drink refill break and splice the VOD break. So, yeah, we're just gonna take a short break, refill my drink, do all that, and yeah, we'll be back in about 5 minutes with some more Chrono Trigger, so don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after this message. That's not the message. Really should just have, like, different... I've got just, like, one bit of text, one text overlay that I just type different things into when I do stuff like this. I really should just have, like, standard messages that I can just flag and unflag at will to make these quickly. So, okay, snack break. BRB.